See, that's a double entendre. Cold as ice and foreigner. Democrats dumping more gas on the anti-ICE fire they started, even as frontline agents face an 830% spike in violent attacks. The Rhode Island Democratic state rep just called border agents, quote, Nazi Gestapo thugs, following an operation that resulted in the arrest of a known MS-13 gang member. Great timing, kids. And the Looney Tunes over at MSNBC are freaking out over alligator Alcatraz, but they can't decide which Nazi smear to use. Watch.
That is traditionally called a concentration camp or an internment camp. And I wonder about your specificity in using that language.
Well, sure as hell I'm not going to use what they're calling it. They want to ethnically cleanse this country of certain types of immigrants. Because when I was in that internment camp in the Everglades, I didn't see any Europeans who overstayed their visa. I saw nothing but Latino men and Haitian men.
And if that wasn't deranged enough, the media is doling out tips on how illegals can stand their ground against masked ICE agents.
When you're masked like that and people don't know who you are, someone might exercise their lawful right of self-defense to protect themselves, thinking they're being kidnapped. So the notion that this is for law enforcement's protection is utterly ludicrous, and we need to do away with that.
They really raised their standards of attractiveness over there at MSNBC. Woo! That was quite a panel. So, Dana, there's one group, the Save America movement, that is raising hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to teach people how to stalk ICE agents. And we've seen that violence against ICE agents is up over 830%.
Right.
Well, they have to do something because Democrats, as we pointed out in the last segment, they are underwater in the polling. I don't think immigration is necessarily helping them. I also don't think that one of the most visible mouthpieces of leftist causes, Rachel Maddow, calling prisons concentration camps. First of all, it's not appropriate. Second of all, it's incredibly offensive to Holocaust survivors and their families, many of whom tend to be Democrat voters. All right, so is there a middle ground to be found here? Is there a risk for this administration that they go too far and deport too many people? And will that do damage to the movement and to the party?
Not to the movement, not to the party, maybe the low-wage economy, but then the wages are going to go up eventually and it'll be fine. These guys have no idea what they're talking about, especially this crazy woman. She says, on the one hand, every migrant in America is terrified of ICE. And on the other hand, when they get arrested by ICE, they're not sure it's ICE. And it might be an ICE imposter wearing an ICE hat, an ICE badge, and an ICE vest. Can't have it both ways.
Oh, you go to prison for a long, long time if you're impersonating.
I've tried.
Especially federal
I'm going to be an ICE
enforcement.
agent for Halloween.
All right, so Greg, I don't know if you saw the picture of the professor at Cal State Channel Islands who was arrested for tossing a tear gas canister back at ICE agents. He tried to say it wasn't him. He went and changed his clothes. He looked like trans Borat. It was not the most scintillating and attractive picture I had ever seen. So, but his mugshot, he was gleeful to have been arrested and wrapped up with this because for them, they're just exploiting a moment, really probably for their progressive social media. Should we send them to Alligator Alcatraz?
Yes, absolutely. I think the scientific definition of him is asshole. This is why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis. Nazi this, Nazi that. I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Oh my God. Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Thank God you did a hard eye there. God. What does it tell you, though? God. And what does that tell you about their compassion? It isn't real. It never was real. It's only used as a cloak to hide their quest for power. They don't give a crap about women and children, or else they would be cheering ICE right now. Those Nazis.
That professor is going to get tenure for this. You will not see him in the classroom this week, though.
You will not see. I like that.
A very liberal organization, Cato, said 93% of ICE bookends were never convicted of any violent offenses. That's of June 25th of this year. I'm just, it's
Harold,
Cato. It's Cato.
You can't fact check the fact checker. I'm the one fact checking, okay?
You tell
Nazi.
All right, coming up, extra credit for TDS, the nation's biggest teachers union, is teaching the kids how to resist Trump. That's next.
It looks like I'm a wreck. It's in the hole!